I grew up in the church. My dad has been a pastor my whole life. A few years after high school, my church started to kind of implode, and my dad, again, who was a pastor, started having some conflicts with other people that were in the church, and some people saying things that just quite frankly weren't true. And I was about 20 years old the last time I really went to church, and after about a year and a half of searching, trying other religions and praying with Muslims and going to talk to Catholic priests and trying to meditate as a Buddhist, it just all kind of fell apart. And so for the last several years, I was a very militant atheist, just had absolutely no faith. And then about 18 months ago, I was actually visiting with my family, and a cousin was there that I hadn't seen in a long time, and all I knew about this guy was that he was kind of a scumbag. Just he was not a nice guy. He had some marital problems, and everything I knew was just that he was not somebody I wanted to be around. And this was the first time I had seen him in a long time, and he was completely different. Him and his wife, they were sitting there talking, and he just kind of poured out his whole life to me and just said, "Hey, this is who I was, and I'm not proud of these things, but God saved me and God rescued me and He brought me back." And for the first time in my life, I really saw a Christian that was completely different, that their life was changed, and I could not wrap my head around it. It did not line up at all with what I thought Christianity was. Eventually, I got to a point where I just couldn't deny it anymore. And to me, I knew at that moment, I was like, there has to be more than this. There has to be more than what I'm doing. It was kind of a moment where I saw myself for the first time. And I saw my sin, and I saw my failures, and I saw the fact that I was not a good person, that I was a screw up. Quite frankly, I didn't even know if I could come back. I didn't know if God wanted me back. And I was at a point, I was like, okay, what if this is real? What if I missed my shot? What if I missed my chance? And for the first time, I picked up a Bible in probably 10 years and just tried to find truth, tried to find some sort of answer. And I started right with the story of the prodigal son, and I just started weeping, because that was me. That's who I was. And I ran as far away as I could, and yet when I came back, I felt that there was somebody welcoming me back that was saying, "This is okay. It's okay who you were." And at the end of that, it talks about we need to rejoice because your brother who's dead is now alive again. All these things that just keep pointing back to the fact that at the end of the day, it isn't too late, because if it's not too late for me, it's not too late for anybody. My name's Brandon, and I didn't trust Christians.